Hi everyone, Caroline here. I made this card the other day and posted it on the group, the Lavinia group, and also on my own group, Creative Crafters. And I was asked if I could do a demo of how I did it. Everybody liked it so much they wanted to know how I did the background and everything. So obviously it's watercolour, and I'm going to do that now. So let me pop that there. I'm using a 6" by 6" watercolour card. This is Pink Frog watercolour card that I use. I don't use anybody else's watercolour card. This is my favourite. And I'm using the wreath from Lavinia. I don't know its actual name. I had it in the pack, but I've lost the backing for it, so I've forgotten the name of it. I've had it so long, I've had it years. So yeah, I've just lost that. So, but I'll put a link. I'll find what it is and I'll put a link in the description for it, because I'm pretty sure that they still do this beautiful wreath. So I'm placing that just near the top, but central in, like that, to stamp that. And I'm using VersaFine Claire Shade Elaine. Just move that back. So I'll do that again. If you're new to my channel, the stamping platform I use is from Stamps by Me. It's called the Eureka 101, and I like it because it's quite big. So now I'm going to turn this around so that I've got a sort of a semicircle with it, and I'm just going to, where that line is there, I'm just going to put one of these berries over that line, like that. So what we're doing is we're creating in the middle here a place where we can do a lovely scene. So it's in the shape of a C, if you like, for Christmas. It's a bit squeaky, this one. I need a bit of WD-40 on it. And I have the little one that goes down from it. As you can see, it's like a, I forgot what they call them. So that's going to go down from the a long one from the top there. And then I'm going to clean it because I'm going to set it a little bit further up, and I just want it a little bit shorter. So I'm only going to do this bottom half here. I'm only going to ink that bottom half. So that should work there. A little bit more. And just make sure I've not got the top bit. Yep. I've not got that bit extra, have I? There we are. And I'll clean it again, and then again I'm going to do it even shorter here. Perfect. So that's all done. Just clean my fingers. and then we can start the painting. Because for now, that's done with the stamping. I'll do a sentiment on it after. Now what I'm using is I'm using the Distress Oxide Blueprint Sketch. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my glass mat here. Like that. Spray a bit of water. And on this one, I am going to be just inside, but like on this one, I did it outside of it. But on this one, I'm just going to do it inside. So, you know, you can do them however you want, but first of all, I'm going to create where the hills are here, if you can see. So in the background here, you've got your hills. And a little bit in the back. Like that. Whatever you make, you'll find that no two are ever the same. And I think that's nice. So I've added a little bit of water because that's where the sky is going to be. So that's just lightly with the water. And again with this, just adding water to this. Just to thin out that line. And then I'll come down here, again, just thinly. And going around here. And in where the sky is, and just into where those lines are here. That's where the sky is. And then I'm going to get a little bit darker, and I'm going to just go where the again where the stamped line is from the berry wreath. So that's a little bit darker. And a little bit darker in the sky. Like that. So you've sort of got a scene in there, haven't you? Like that. To get my fine brush, and I'm going to just use that where it's a lot darker. I put too much water on there. Just a second. I'll just put some more of that Blueprint Sketch down. I've had that Blueprint Sketch for absolute years, and it's still juicy. So I'm going on with it, sort of as like a drop shadow, if you like, in the blue. And that's to make the wreath sort of pop out. And around your berries. I'm just going to get another brush. I'm going to get one of my Lavinia brushes. I don't know, they might be too fine. Try this one. Got too many brushes. So what we're doing is we're creating a drop shadow, and that makes those berries stand out. even if you're going out of that line, don't worry. Don't know where my other brush is gone. This will all be blended in, but you just want that nice line. And you see how it's making it pop out. Let's get my water now, and I'm just going to take that out. This watercolour card really does take a lot of water. Without warping too much. But if you can see, that's given that centerpiece a lovely frame to it, a wreath frame. So just keep going on with your water to blend in, then you've no harsh lines. Because that's the best of the oxides, they do water down. There we are. Okay, so I'll just wipe that off. Squeaky, squeaky. And then what I'm going to use, I'm going to use my Derwent Inktense pencils, and that's because you can watercolour them after. And I'm just going to leave a little bit of a white dot on each berry. And that just helps make it look more real and make it pop. This is lovely to do for Christmas. Even just colouring that in, you can see how it's made that look like a proper berry, hasn't it? Just leaving that little bit of white. This one is called Poppy Red. And then I'm going to go in with a darker one, and this is called Shiraz. And I've got another one as well, which is called Chili Red, which I don't think is quite dark enough for what I want. So I'm just going to go with this Shiraz, and just at the base of the berry. I'm just going up from the base. And again, this, you know, gives it dimension in your colouring. I'll wipe that is off. God, my hair's white. So just at the very base of the berry, you're going to rub up there. I know they're not a cheap colouring pencil, but as colouring pencils go to watercolour pencils, these really are superb, absolutely superb. And then when you're working with Inktense on your brush, find a decent brush, that's it. You're going to take off the excess water with your fingers so it's just damp on your brush, because that's all you need for these Inktense. Can you see how that red has come up with the water? So bright, beautiful. Again, take off the excess water. It only needs to be damp. Like that. And can you see how really beautiful that's come out now? Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my, it's Dr. Phil Martin's Pen White. And it's a really lovely bleed proof white. Just put that on my, my little acrylic pad here at the side. And again, I'm not having it really wet on my brush, just a damp brush. And I'm just going in there where that snow is, just to bring that out. Like that. And just a dab snow in the sky. Like that. Snow is falling. There we are. Okay. Or if you don't have that and you have a white gel pen, use a white gel pen. That's fine. I'm just going to dry that off. Let me just, sorry. With that white, you need to go over your berries with the white. A little bit over here, where it's gone down this vine thing. And just put some more white on there. Or what you can do is you can just work from the stem of it. And add your snow on. Any of the bleed proof whites are good. And it just adds your snow as it's fallen on top of the berries. Just dot it on. And all along that stem, on the vine, on the wreath there, the branch. So you've got your snow on there, really lovely. So a little bit of noise for my heat gun. I'll just dry that off. And then what I'm going to do is I've got one of the little Lavinia small robins, and I thought I might put one just here on one of the branches here. So I'm going to get my stamping platform. Like I say, every one you do can be different. You can add little different things onto it. What do I just do with here? Yes. I'm just going to add him there. Just there. Have him stood on that berry there, just on top of the berry. I want my brown. I'm using fallen leaves. That's nice, isn't it? They're very handy, these little robins. Very handy. So I'm just going to get my white gel pen and let's do where his eye is there. And then I'll see if this shows up in the red. If not, I'll use my Posca. Let's just see if that'll come up. Yes, that's fine. That's just enough, that. So just got that little robin there. Just going to get my black pen and just do where his tail is there. Just to bring that out. And while I've got that on my stamping platform, in here I'm going to do a sentiment. So have a look what sentiments you've got and what fits in nicely for you. Just want to see if this one I've got fits in nice. It says sending love to you and your family. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to use the VersaFine Twilight for that. So I think we all have loads and loads of Christmas sentiments, don't we? And just go through and find what you think is going to be nice. So that's quite a different one, isn't it? This is from an old set I have from Stamps by Me that I've had a long time, which was called Christmas Robins. But I have some of the woodware ones as well, and they're good to find. Like To You Both, From Us Both, To You and Your Family at Christmas, To You and Your Family at Christmas in a different text font. So now we're going to add some glitter. Of course we're going to have some glitter. Caroline always adds glitter. Okay. So I'm going to use my Quicker Glue pen. And we're going to go over where this lovely snowy hill is. And over that one. And over that one. We're going to put some on this lovely vine or whatever it is. And on top of the snow. So wherever you want your glitter, just enjoy it. For some reason, I just think a Christmas card is lovely with glitter. I'm going to put some on the robin. And I'm using the Chloe's Creative Cards Diamante Sparkle. Can you see that? How lovely is that? Put that back in my... Oh, well, what am I like? And you really do get a jar full when you get these from Chloe. She does, she really fills her pots. It's not half a jar, it's a really full jar. Okay. I'm going to use I'm using a 7" by, well, they're called 7 by 7. You know, there's the debate going on at the moment about the size of the cards, and it's actually the size of the envelope. So this one is actually 7" by 7". So it's absolutely perfect, 7" by 7". It's pot luck, and if you're unsure, then you should always oh, I've got two, look. You should always measure before you start your project. Measure your card, so that when you're doing your matte and layers on here, on your card, you know it's going to fit exactly as you want it. Even if it's going to be like an eighth or a 16th under, you know, get it measured. Make sure it's right for you. So I have got this beautiful, I got it from Crafter's Companion in their shop in the Cotswolds in Evesham Country Park. Beautiful place to visit. And they did a pack of all the red, and they had this, and it's a satin red. Beautiful, isn't it? I've already stamped in my card, so I'm going to glue this down now. So there we have that. That's in there. And then the back of this. But it's, you know, it's so lovely. You could make 2 or 3 of these during the day, and you know, for your Christmas card stash. And you know, it's not hard to make. You can do it in the same stages. Stamp 3 and colour 3, watercolour 3, you know. Just bulk make. So I'm just going to turn that to there. Just press it down inside. Like that. And there we have it. Let me put my top on my glue. This, I use the this glue gun, which is called My Sweet Petunia, and it's a pressure glue gun. But I don't use the holder for it. I'll show you. People ask me about this, so I will say again, I don't use the holder. What I do is, when you get the glue pots with it, I just put the glue pot in and I put the end on like that. Never blocks. It never blocks at all, and really happy with that. I've used mine to death. Right, let me just get that card. It's getting a bit worse for wear is this card, but it just helps you see this finished card better. You see that? Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have, give us a thumbs up. That's the other one. Again, they're both 7x7, just slightly different, because with this one I've done it inside, or like with this one you can go outside with it. Just keep adding water, like I showed you, and it's fine. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.